Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about water weight and how it's been affecting me since catheter catastrophe. I just wanted to touch on the topic because it's really affecting my life right now, and if you're a PHer and you're a veteran at this, you know what is up and you know everything that you have to know about water weight and how to manage and track yourself. But if you're new to pH and you don't have any information on it and it's all new information, this video is for you. So here we go. When I was first diagnosed with pH, I was already in right heart failure, and I know that term sounds really scary. Don't be scared. It's a big deal, but hey, pH is a illness that is a big effing deal. You know, it's not like diabetes where there's lots of drugs and lots of different ways to manage it, and pH is a very rare lung disease and it's a big deal. So things that go along with it are really, really scary and stuff like that. So it may take you some time to process that, you know, that you're dealing with things that affect your heart. You could be in heart failure at this time. I'm not sure, you know, how everybody's doing, but when I was first diagnosed, I was in right heart failure. I had an enlarged heart. It was significantly bigger than it should have been. I was already leaking pericardial fluid, which is really, really bad. But with treatment of the pH and all the medications and an extreme low sodium diet and extreme it's like water intake restriction, I was able to shrink down the size of my heart, and I strictly followed everything the doctor told me to do. And so literally it was no eating out, no salt in any food, no bought food, no fast food. It was a very, very strict diet that I got on for the first, I'd say 6 months it might have been, that I was on that very, very restrictive diet, only drinking like 2 bottles of water because I had to keep my body almost to the point of dehydration to keep the heart you know, not being overworked and stuff like that. And I'm not a doctor. Ask your doctor about all this stuff, but this is my story and I'm just sharing my story with you. So I was on I think 40 milligrams of Lasix, and sometimes I would take that 40 milligram twice a day when I first started getting really good treatment with pH. So now that I've been on my meds for, I'd say 5 years already, and everything's been doing really well, I've been listening to my doctor, I was able to go back to a regular diet for regular people because it's quality of life. You know, your quality of life is very important. You know, I don't want you in this fear state and your heart is functioning great now. Your, you know, vein is not, you know, going crazy and stuff like that. So you're okay to now go ahead and have your regular foods and things like that. And it took a while. Emotionally, it took me a while to switch my diet back to a normal diet because I was so freaked out. Excuse me. I was so freaked out. I had so much PTSD from everything, and the low sodium diet was working, and I was like, I'm not going to change back to my old ways because I'm healing myself, it's working. But as time went on, I was able to emotionally let that go, and it's not the same for everybody. Other people have to be on a really restrictive diet. It all depends on your test, your doctor, and your plan. So do not, you know, oh, well, Erica said that I can go back to, you know what I mean? That's what my body responded well, and I was able to get off of the restrictive low sodium diet. And so that's just my case. It's not everybody's gonna do that, you know. So anyway, that's besides the point. I had been doing really, really well, and I had been basically on Lasix like once a week, and I was really happy with that. My body was maintaining weight because as PHers you have to weigh yourself every single day. Don't forget, you have to weigh yourself every single day, and it's not a eating issue. It's you have to check to see if your body is gaining that weight or not. This is the most important thing that you can have as a PHer, and getting on it every day is something that you have to do whether you like it or not. And making sure that you, oh, I almost hit myself in the face with this bum bum. Making sure that you track your weight every day is vital. I know they say blood pressure too, but I just don't check my blood pressure every day. I know when I first started meds, I used to check it every day, but now I just don't, and it's like, ugh. Anyway, if your doctor tells you check your blood pressure, check your blood pressure, just do it. I don't have to track it, so I'm kind of like, you know, happy about that. Anyway, I've been keeping myself in a ketogenic space to make sure and maintain the fact that I'm not in weight gaining mode. With the ketogenic space that I've been keeping myself in, I check my ketone levels on the keto meter. It's just like a diabetic meter. I've showed it to you guys before. And you just check your finger and you monitor. And when I know, okay, this morning I checked my keto and I was at 1.4. So I know I'm a ketogenic level. So I know that I'm not gaining weight from fat. So when I get on the scale and I gain a pound, that's when I know it's water weight. That's how I keep my weight management and water schedule in check. Half of the time I'm usually on keto, but I will always look puffier than normal because I'm like holding water weight, you know, and that's something that sucks for PHers. Oh my gosh, my dogs are going crazy, I'm sorry. But it's just part of our life, you know. We're always gonna look a little pregnant, you know, you're always gonna have water retention in your abdomen area for PHers. If you're really thin, that's like a blessing, you know, but if you're, you know, chunkier or like a more normal, your water weight will be held in your abdomen area and other places where you will swell. So that's something super normal. You're gonna deal with this potassium, furosemide, your Lasix, whatever Lasix you're on, you're gonna deal with that. You're gonna take it always. The things that have helped me recently after the catheter situation, I've had a big decline in my health. I've had a lot of swelling more now, to where I'm having to get really strict on the planner to monitor my weight and stuff like that. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, I have been getting really swollen. Not really swollen, but I notice I'm getting swollen and I'm having to go back on the Lasix every other day. I'm monitoring how much Lasix I'm needing, and I'm going back and cutting out salt from my diet. It's not extreme restrictive yet, but it is been restrictive. Like when I cook my ground meat, I'm not adding salt, I'm just adding seasonings. When I eat avocado, I add lime to it instead of like a lot of salt, which I love and I can't have. Oh, the shirt. Oh, by the way, this is Nigacado Avocados merch. I just thought it was really fitting, and I think it's cute. And I think that somebody with PH totally gets that, yeah, it is. But, you know, the average people in the world aren't going to know that you're gaining water weight. They're not going to know, oh, you look really swollen today because you have a lot of, you know, water in your body. They're not going to know that. They're just going to be like, oh my God, did you see Sharon? She put on so much weight. And it's just like, oh, it's just really frustrating. It's disheartening. It really gets you down sometimes, because you're thinking like, I didn't even eat a freaking Big Mac and a cheesecake. I just look like this because I'm sick. And nobody in the world knows it. And whether people like it or not, if you're bigger, you get, you know, looked at differently. And people think, oh, you know, you're lazy or you don't have discipline or something like that. Little do they know, PHers have an extreme amount of discipline, except your body just isn't going to respond to lose weight, nor can we like just jump on a, you know, elliptical and go at it for 30 minutes, you know. So it is difficult, and I'm going through a difficult time right now because I'm having to deal with the water weight issue again. And like I said before in my other videos, it's ups and downs. It's like a roller coaster of emotions and health. You know, we get better, we get worse, you know, stuff like that. It's really hard. It's hard for us, and it's hard for our family too. So never forget that even though we're having our own BS weight issues and water weight issues, our family is going through that with us. We are not by ourselves dealing with that. Our family has to deal with the bitching and complaining and pains and all of that too. And it's okay. You know, if you want to bitch and complain, give yourself the day. I give myself the day all the time. Sometimes once a week, maybe every 2 weeks, I'll give myself the day, you know, but just be mindful of keeping your positive attitude, because when you have your positive attitude, you honestly manifest positive things in your life. So stay focused on the weight scheduling, stay focused on tracking yourself, and I'm sure if with your doctor's advice and, you know, getting on those low sodium diets, you can make a difference in yourself. Always just believe and be positive and do the things that you have to do. That's the shittiest part that nobody effing tells you, is that you have to do the work. You have to not drink the freaking big gulp. You have to not get the regular size can of soda, but the 8-ounce can of Diet Coke. You have to, I recently switched. I used to drink my giant Yeti. I used to keep it full of ice water, and it was like my most favorite thing to do because it's always like cold water available for you. But like right now, I'm cutting out salt. I'm trying to restrict fluids a little bit. And so I got myself this tumbler size, you know, Yeti wannabe drink cup holder or whatever. And I keep my ice water in here. And no, I'm not sponsored. I only have like 10 people that watch me. So like, no, it's not sponsored by anybody. But the smaller cup helps. Being mindful of what you do will help anything in your life, regardless of being nice to a friend or not drinking a whole 3 liter of soda. But that's what my video is for today. I just wanted to, you know, hang out with you guys and let you all know that you're not the only ones dealing with water weight. I am also dealing with water weight. So that concludes my video for today. I'm your PH friend from Texas. And remember, if you're watching this video, that's a good thing. You're not dead yet. Positive thoughts manifest positive outcomes. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel with other PHers or your family and friends to get our community to grow. I'm trying to grow my channel as much as possible, and I'm just thankful that you watched this video. That's all that matters to me, and hopefully you liked it. I liked sharing my information with you guys because you're not by yourself. I am here too. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.